Hello everyone, Nadasfan here. Today it is Dynasty time once again. Online Dynasty, Minnesota Golden Gophers in NCAA Football 11. Today the Big Ten season starts in earnest against the Northwestern Wildcats, coming in to play Minnesota in Minneapolis at TCF Bank Stadium. The crowd is pumped up for it. The Gophers had a 3-1 non-conference record, with their only loss being handed to them by the USC Trojans, and they were handed pretty much everything that day as they lost 35-0 to USC, but they've taken care of the other non-conference portion of their schedule, and it's time for Big Ten play to start. So Northwestern comes in looking pretty decent themselves. I believe only one loss in the season at this point, so they will be a fairly formidable opponent. And here is the opening kickoff as the Big Ten season is finally underway. And Stoudemire receiving and returning the opening kickoff just past the 20, and that's where the Gophers will start. So facing a 3rd and 4, Weber play action to Bennett, and he is drilled and just gets the ball off to avoid the sack, but Northwestern nonetheless forces the Gophers 3 and out. So on their first drive, they are running some hurry-up offense, spreading the field, and they get a first down right off the bat here, but they encounter a 3rd and 6 just inside Gophers territory, and not able to connect with his wide-open receiver there is the quarterback. And the Gopher defense pumped that it as possibly hold, but what's this? 4th and 6, Northwestern will go for it. The fake and the pass, and again it looks like he's got a potentially open receiver that he overshoots, so there's a turnover right there to the Gophers. Weber will hand off to Bennett this time, and Bennett's got room to run to the right side, and he's pushed out by a defender, or he may have gone all the way. You can see it here again. Bennett gets the ball with a lot of space out to the right. Some good blocks springs him into Northwestern territory, and Goldie saying, "What up, man? This game's good so far. We'll take this." But the Gophers trying to punch it into the red zone here, and Weber shakes off the would-be sack and finds Stoudemire. Gets a second chance at this. You see Stoudemire doing work, trying to get open down the field. Will cut to the sideline, and after Weber shakes the sack attempt, he's able to right himself and get the throw. But here we are in the red zone again, and the Gophers have had nothing but woes down here in the red zone early in the season. Again, an ill-advised pass by Weber leads to a pick in the end zone. For some reason, he comes on out, and Northwestern will have the ball at about the 3. Should have stayed in the end zone, but nice leaping grab and a ball that Weber should not have thrown. So once again, a trip to the red zone is thwarted, and the Wildcat fans are loving it as they've made the trip here, and they're enjoying themselves. So here they've got to get out of hostile territory, and they do on the run right up the middle. The Gophers give up big yardage right up the middle. So here we have 2nd and 9, and he's got a lot of time to throw out to the sideline, gets the catch. Oh, and some shoddy tackling there gets him 10 more yards than he really should have had on the play. So here we've got a pitch left, and again some tackling going awry, getting some blocks, but look at Therrett with the big hit, and the Gophers could not recover the fumble. So Therrett, as he's getting blocked here, watch him move off this block, still gets a huge hit, separates the ball from the receiver, but unfortunately nobody in maroon can fall on the ball. So Northwestern continues as a little trash talking is going on after that big hit. So just as was the case last week against Northern Illinois, there is no score in the first quarter, as play will continue on into the second here. And we've got Northwestern threatening inside Gopher territory, going for it all here, and this ball is going to be broken up. Oh, he even gets a second chance at it, tries to tightrope the back line, does not come up with it, so a field goal attempt to break the tie. This is going to be wide right, and so no score. Northwestern comes close, both in their throw to the end zone and in their field goal, but the score remains scoreless, as the Gopher fans like that miss there. So back to offense come the Gophers. We're going to fake to Bennett and go up top over the middle. McKnight makes a nice catch, even though he had defenders around him. They kind of closed in, but Weber was able to connect before they could get there to break it up. and he holds on as a big hit right after the catch. So the Gophers in business in Northwestern territory, just across midfield. Again, play fake to Bennett, and we're going to McKnight once again, this time to the left sideline, and he makes a tough catch once again. Weber putting some juice on this one. McKnight making the catch and turning and getting a few more yards. They are down inside the red zone, and unfortunately, what happens in the red zone with the Gophers? Usually not very much so far this season. The handoff to Bennett. He's working hard. Oh, but he's working a little too hard. That ball is stripped, and once again, the Gophers implode inside the red zone. So what looked like it was another march to a score ends up going terribly wrong as the Northwestern linebacker strips Bennett of the ball. Gophers fans can't believe they've been down there twice with nothing to show for it yet. So it's, again, one of those first halves. And working out of the shadow of his own end zone, a big pass for Northwestern over the middle. And the defense finally convenes on him at midfield, but that's a big chunk of yardage given up. Here we go, and still out of spread, going no huddle, getting some yardage, working this Gopher defense, getting them tired. But here, Carter steps in front of a pass, and could he house it? Nope, quarterback's going to catch him there at the 40. So quarterback was the last line of defense on here as you see Carter jump in front of the ball and eyeing that end zone. And on a day where the offense isn't getting it done, would have been nice to see him house this one, but goalie will take that result anyway, and the offense should be pumped up going back onto the field. So the Gophers trying desperately to get into the end zone before half here and get rid of this awful precedent of coming away with nothing in the red zone, as Bennett, working hard to the right, does hang onto the ball this time as he outruns some defenders and gets a good 10-11 yards before he's tackled. So Weber back under center, and this time play fake, and the big rush, they don't bite on the play fake. They come after him full blast, and Weber gets turns around just in time to take the helmet square to the chest. So Weber, once again, withstanding quite a bit of hits, but actually this one will knock him out of commission once again. Seems to be a rite of passage in each one of these games. Marquise Gray's first pass in the ball game in relief duty is to the wrong team, unfortunately. As you see here, a Northwestern defender jump in front of a pass route and pick it off. So Marquise comes in for one play, and unfortunately it's a pick. So we continue to play revolving quarterbacks as Weber's health is in question. It's going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it together. Here you see bruised shoulder. This time we say, yeah, go ahead and play him because we got a tough game. It's a Big Ten game. We need to use his services here. Here you see a middle screen that'll go for a first down for Northwestern. Nice play. Back to pass again. This time sacked from behind. Cooper gets in there and gets him. And as they run the no huddle, the spread offense, they keep trying to go for it. Quarterback gets away for a second there, but he fumbles on the scramble. Kirksey picks it up, falling a bit backwards the wrong way there, but nonetheless, he did scoop it. The Gophers finally taking advantage of a fumbled ball, getting it down here as you see the ball ripped out as he's being thrown down to the turf. And big old Kirksey grabs the ball and secures it for the Gophers. So Weber, one more chance before half here, hitting Eric Lair over the middle. Timeout with 6 seconds left. This will give him one chance to go up top for everything, Hail Mary into the end zone. Weber will scramble right as fast and as far as he can, set up to throw this ball all the way to the end zone. It's going to be a jump ball, and nobody can come down with it. So that's how the half ends. Once again, a 0-0 tie going into halftime. This is looking eerily familiar to 1 week ago against Northern Illinois. Not sure why the Gophers are so pumped going down the tunnel here, other than maybe just trying to get their crowd going, because they laid an egg in the first half, at least offensively, once again. So Northwestern with the ball to start. 3rd and 3. They're shut down. 4th and inches. They will be forced to punt. Weber gets his hands back on the ball, looking possibly screened, but that screen is smelled out by the defense there, and they get nothing. So the ball back to Northwestern. A couple 3-and-outs for both squads. That play fake not working there for Northwestern as the defense is right in on the quarterback, getting the sack. Northwestern's like, what do we got to do here? So here they've got 3rd and 10, and quarterback looking to throw to the right, does connect with his man who gets some blocks, and boy, the screen works on that occasion, gets him a first down. So still in business here, 3rd and 9, all day to throw, finds his man on the sideline again. Poor tackling. Got to get that guy out of bounds when you're right on the sideline, but they can't. So down in the red zone comes Northwestern. 3rd and 1. Quarterback keeper. He is stuffed in the middle of that defense there. 4th and 3. They are going to settle for a field goal, but hopefully finally break this scoreless tie, and they do with the chip shot field goal. So the Minnesota fans feeling a bit frustrated here that they feel they've walked over this team on numerous drives but have nothing to show for it, and now Northwestern actually has the 3-0 lead. So waiting for their team to wake up a bit here, and they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Weber rolling to his right, not finding anybody open immediately. He's going to be short by about 2 yards. Northwestern is held again. As the 3rd quarter ends, that's a 3-0 score in Northwestern's favor. So start up the 4th quarter, and things are looking a little drastic for the Gophers. They've got to get this picked up and do something about it. Here on 3rd and 7, for some reason, wide receiver too close to the sideline as he catches it. That'll be fourth and long, and here you see Bennett take the handoff as the Gophers get the ball back, and he gets it one-on-one, but 2 blocks by Stoudemire to the right-hand side, which springs him all the way to the end zone. The Gophers check around for penalty flags, but nope, they finally have gotten on the scoreboard as Bennett gives the ball to goalie to do with what he wishes, and it looks like he may just eat that darn ball. But anyway, Bennett scores on the long run, and that seems to be the way the Gophers have to get things done these days, is outside of the red zone, on the long hitters. And here you see finally Bennett, who's had a great day running, with the help of his wideout Stoudemire, clearing a path for him, taking it to the house from long distance. And just as Northwestern had gotten a lead, now Minnesota looking for the extra point to take their first lead of the game, making it 7-3 early in the 4th quarter. So the Gophers finally get their monkey off the back, get in the end zone, and the defense responds by a big stop here on 3rd and 7. The defense swarms on the running back, bringing him down, and they've got a punt. So Gophers with a chance to tack on here. Bennett running hard once again, breaking tackles, and he's not going to take this one all the way, but makes a nice play. So 3rd and 8, they try some play action. Northwestern not fooled again, so unfortunately they're not able to salt this one away with a first down here, as Northwestern's timeouts had all been exhausted, but they get a big sack and a chance to get the ball back with only about a minute to play. And with 1:02 left, Northwestern's got to really scramble here. And as there's no pass rush to speak of, quarterback's got all day long. He does kind of roll to his right, finally looks back to the left and finds a wide open man. Terrible tackling, lets him slip free, and you've got to be kidding me. He's going all the way. He is in for the touchdown. The unbelievable touchdown, according to this new NCAA record, longest pass along the way. But as you watch a replay here, he throws across the field, which a lot of times is a no-no, looking for your trouble for a pickoff. But he makes the play, makes a couple people miss, and somehow, someway gets into the end zone. You see Eric Elstad getting warm on the sideline, hoping to have a chance to tie this and send it into an overtime session. Weber is going to have to run a 2-minute drill here. As a matter of fact, a 1-minute drill. Over the middle, they get that one. They run hurry up. Weber the fake and the throw to Green. They get another chunk of yards and first down. Here they'll take a timeout, and on 2nd and 10, Northwestern bring the blitz. Weber sees it. He sees Eric Lair coming over free into the middle, and he is gone to the score, the go-ahead score, making it 13-10, pending an extra point. But just a beautiful play, as you'll see on the replay here. Weber's eyes get huge as the blitz is coming, but he knows he's got a guy coming wide open over the middle, which is his tight end, and he does take it all the way in on the beautiful play call. Now Elstad makes the extra point, which is huge because now Northwestern needs another touchdown. Field goal will not do it. So Marquise pumped on the sideline for his boys there. So Northwestern, one last-ditch chance. He does complete for a first down, but with no timeouts left, the time expires. The Gophers have survived yet again on their home field, winning their Big Ten opener 14-10 over Northwestern, and it did not come easy. So the Gopher faithful, exhausted but yet elated at another victory at home here. They move to 4-1 overall in the season as they hand Northwestern their second loss, and it'll be continuing on to Big Ten play. going on the road next week after, I believe, 4 games here at home. So the Gophers will travel. Bennett, again, the player of the game, 130 yards and a touchdown. We will see you next time. Come on back for more recruiting and more Gopher Dynasty. This has been Nadasfan.
They fall to 3-2 on the season.